Right, so today we are back for more Love Don't Judge with the man who paid $20,000 for his wife. And of course, I'm joined by Cam Kirkham.
What have you brought me on to watch, mate?
More Love Don't Judge. I think it's going to be quite similar to the old man and the young Filipino wife that we watched before.
And that one was a banger.
But this one's more about the money than the age gap.
Ooh, a little twist.
All right, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's go.
I'm Stephanie.
My name's Evan. I found Stephanie on a Filipino
He looks a little bit
dating
like
app.
you.
Do you think? Actually, I was going to say,
The offence in your voice there.
on a Filipino dating app. I wonder how they find so many people like this, like whether they lurk in like a subreddit or something where these people consistently post.
Yeah, the scouting process is unbelievable.
Do you believe in that?
Let's see what weird tricks these guys have up their sleeves.
I do all those, the cooking, cleaning, washing.
That is an instant. Well, I mean, I was going to say an instant red flag, but you don't know if he's like asked her to do it or pressured her to do it, or whether, you know, she likes it. Or they've got a good deal set up.
Yeah, it's very old-fashioned, isn't it? I'm not too sure if it's very transactional. I feel like this is a transactional relationship.
Yeah, instantly it's a red flag for that. And also you do get a lot of these people that go across, like, a lot of them sometimes say things like, oh, you don't get Western women who want to be women anymore. And then they go on and are like, women should cook, clean, pay half the bills, like all this kind of stuff. So already...
Did you just steal that from my Tinder bio?
already looking pretty ropey.
The comments that we get online are kind of like this.
Did you pay for this one? Bro imported a slave.
They're another one. They're online posting about their lives. That's the problem.
It's how unhinged the comment is that he reads out, like in just such a monotone voice. Did you import a slave?
Yeah, I wonder if they found the meanest ones as well, or that would like the last comments. Because the top comments can be pretty savage sometimes.
Yeah. TikTok comments, for some reason, are just the wildest out of any platform, and I don't know why. People are just unhinged over there.
You know what? Do you spend much time on Instagram Reels? Because they, I think, are even worse nowadays.
Are they?
Yeah. If you want to like serious cook sesh, go on Instagram. For some reason,
my night sorted.
the Instagram algorithm has realised that I watch cringe stuff to the end. So if someone like is just doing something really cringe, they know. So that's all my Reels are. And so inevitably the comment sections are just, I mean, borderline illegal. Some of the things some of the people say there.
I did have concerns. Why did you feel the need to get married so fast?
Oh, another red flag. I mean, it's the intro, so we'll get into them more a little bit, I'm sure, as the thing goes, but the early quick marriage as well. This is just 90 Day Fiance mini-series, isn't it?
Yeah, like, is this why you picked this? Because you were obsessed with that show, weren't you?
Yeah, now I don't post so much on my other channel.
You need your fix.
This is my 90 Day Fiance fix. And they just always are so entertaining.
I love it. I love that we have these little dates where we watch others, like, fall in love.
Yeah.
It's so, like, wholesome.
We basically have couples, like, what are they called?
Gangbangs?
Oh my god, alright, never mind.
Morning, love. It smells good.
Yeah.
Oh, did she pull away there?
That was a bit awkward.
Yeah, I think there was a pull away. Oh, no.
I'm going for a replay. Oh!
You stop it right there. You'll see her pull away.
And you just look there, stop there now.
I think she went in thinking he was going to go for one, and then when he didn't, pulled away, and well, that's so awkward. I'm like, can we please refilm that?
Yeah, that's the YouTuber in you. Cut
Yeah,
that.
cut
That's
that.
not going to make
Let me
it.
do it again.
I'm Evan, and this is my wife, Stephanie.
People judge my relationship because I'm from the Philippines and my husband spent $20,000 to bring me here in the United States.
Wait, so he's paid?
Paid $20,000 to bring her here. Does he mean in terms of like visa and what else would even cost anywhere near that much? I don't know.
I can see the comments now, though. Like, you've got your girlfriend on finance.
Yeah.
You've got your girlfriend through Clarke.
20 grand is an insane amount.
It's ridiculous.
But I guess if you're in love, but are they?
To be fair, if we weren't YouTubers, we would probably need that money to, have someone attracted to us. It's not a joke.
After downloading all of the American dating apps, I actually matched with a girl from the Philippines who had changed her location to America.
Oh, that old chestnut.
So she was fishing a little bit. That again is suspicious because it's not like, if he was out there and they met and it's a bit natural, it's like, oh, that's pretty normal. But the fact that she was fishing in the United States.
Yeah, that kind of gives me a little bit of a red flag.
Although that's unusual as well. I swear when we usually watch these, it's usually the American partner that's changing their location to the Philippines.
Yeah, also, like he said there that he's downloaded all of the dating apps. Is that what people do? Do they download like every single one just to make sure that they've covered like the entire ground?
I get the like big three, maybe like Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, but I feel like the second you start going on like Love Meet Next Door app, it's like, come on now, like what kind of desperate people are lurking on this?
Yeah.
After 3.5 weeks of talking and getting to know the most beautiful and funny girl, I decided to book my flight to go see her.
Okay, I thought he was going to say after 3.5 weeks of chatting, we got married. I was like, that is mental. That's not even 90 Day Fiance. That's barely 25 days fiance.
Yeah, that would even to fly out to it is pretty crazy after 3 weeks though, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. Depends how chronically online you are. I feel like if you're chatting to someone every day and like FaceTiming like a lot,
yeah,
you might be a lonely guy. Maybe. Philippines is a great place. If it doesn't work out, you've got a sweet holiday anyway.
Exactly.
The moment he landed in the Philippines, he asked me to be, your girlfriend.
Again, I thought we were going down the wife thing. I was going to be, he asked me to marry her, and I was like, oh, brilliant, it's happening anyway.
They keep teasing it.
Flying to the Philippines is not cheap. It's about $2,000 round trip. I'd say I spend about $5,000 each trip, so about $15,000 for the 3 trips.
Spending $3,000 whilst you're out there is crazy.
Oh, what are you doing? Like burning money?
Isn't it supposed to be really cheap out there?
I'm not too sure.
Oh, that doesn't fucking mean anything. It's all okay, you know what? I was going to do purchasing power parity comparison, but I can't be asked. Okay, $15,000 for the 3 trips. So he's not paying 20 grand for her.
Yeah, still though, it's a hell of a lot of money.
The title being I paid 20 grand for a wife is a bit of a sly one, but I'm going to keep it in my title as well.
He did use all of the American dating apps, so no woman in America was good enough for him. So I guess like this is the only alternative for him.
Yeah, or a bit introspective. Maybe he wasn't good enough for any American woman, which is a bit sadder and probably the more likely of the two.
The more realistic, yeah.
When people say Stephanie's my maid, I don't take it personal because I know that we are both happy and we have a good thing going between the two of us.
Realistically, right, if I was her, I would just be like putting some rat poison in the sausages.
Wait, you...
Come on, eat your sausages.
You've instantly gone to her hating him and wanting to kill him. That's what we did last time when we said we wouldn't be so mean next time.
I know, but it's just so it's like exciting to be that way.
Yeah, the truth is a bit more fun. I think people like the meaner commentary as well.
Yeah, they do. Oh, look at this fucking donut.
Yeah, actually no, that's not true. About half the comments can sometimes be too judgmental.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, yeah.
But you never know, like this early on especially, like how the deal came about exactly. That's why 90 Day Fiance is so good, because they follow them with cameras so much and it's such a long season. Like the truth always comes out. The people who can be on camera like, oh, it was a deal we struck, and then like 3 days later you see them being like, you're not tidying up after me, keep tidying up after me, otherwise I'm going to send you back to the Philippines, and they're like dangling the green card over their heads. It's like, right,
that's what we want to see though, all the little cracks.
Yeah, that is definitely true. That's why 90 Day Fiance is a bit more entertaining.
In the Philippines, we make fire manually and then we wash by hands. We have to fetch water and we have to pump the water and put it in our bathroom.
That's a bit more of the Filipino accent coming through.
Yeah, I know. She kind of just switched into it.
Yeah, she did a little bit when she was talking about home.
Yeah.
That is quite like a normal thing for humans as well. Like, I don't know if you ever catch yourself doing it. I guess it's harder to when you're doing it, but...
Sometimes I catch you going to like your roadman accent.
What are you talking about?
That's kind of scary.
Do you think you're like less Geordie with us?
Yeah,
like I had a mate at uni who like was from Middlesbrough, and he definitely, when he went back home, would be way more borough than when he was at uni with us Tory sounding lot.
Yeah, I think I definitely do. I pronounce words a little bit more than what I normally would, and I use a little bit less slang, because I always remember this one comment was like, I need subtitles for every video. And I was like, oh, okay. I
was going to say, I'm grateful you turn it down for me a little bit, because I'm on the verge of not being able to understand you.
Thought you were going to say, because your accent makes me sick.
Nah, it's a cute accent.
Oh, okay. Stop flirting.
Love, you ready to go meet my mom?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Why have they got 2 bats? Are they going to batter the mom?
You will approve. I think they're tennis rackets as well.
Oh, okay.
I know she tried to portray that she was super supportive and being there for us, but I do believe privately she had some apprehension, some concerns.
As you would, naturally, if your kid was getting married to someone from a different country, and it happened very early, very soon.
Even if it was from the same country, have you seen Love Is Blind?
No.
Oh, so they get married without even without seeing them, and then they see them, and then they have to get married if they want to stay on the show. I just don't get how people can get married to people so quickly. I would need to think about it for years. Just jumping into that's crazy, especially someone from a different country. It's ridiculous.
That's true, and that's the most normal take ever as well. When you're committing to someone for life, I need to watch Love Is Blind because it sounds fiery. You do videos on it, right?
Yeah, I don't know a big video on it, mate. It's just it's probably 90 Day Fiance where there's just so much drama.
Yeah, because that's the thing. The things people do for a bit of screen time is just mad.
Yeah. Look at us.
I knew that coming here, it would really be a fresh start for her. And I was concerned about, well, what's the next step once she gets here?
Oh, as in, does she have... What's the word? My brain's not working today.
Go ahead, you got it.
Does she have...
He's a good man, I'm just trying to help him out.
Do you know what word I'm trying to say?
Wait, look at us.
Ulterior motives.
Oh, I wasn't thinking that word.
I did have concerns, especially the first visit. You were going very far away, you're the foreigner, and you look like a foreigner.
What does that mean?
Did she say that to Stephanie?
Also, I don't really know how that tied in, because when he was going to visit her, she wasn't the foreigner, he was.
Yeah. Americans, no matter what country they go in, they're not the foreigners.
You're going to Philippines where there are loads of foreigners. It's called native inhabitants, pal.
And you're going to a country to meet a woman that you don't know that well, in my eyes. So, yeah, I didn't know what you were going to get yourself into.
That's fair. That doesn't mean it's a valid concern. They're you're going to meet someone, but there's not really much loss in that sense. When they do the ones where it's they've only ever spoken by phone and the partner's coming over and they're planning to get married already, it's you have no idea what you're getting into. But after a couple of weeks of chatting, just flying out to the Philippines, I don't mind that too much. You only live once.
These two look like they've got a bit of chemistry as well. They're a little bit more touchy-feely.
Yeah, they're very cute and coupley.
Yeah.
Less Cara and Grandpa.
All these photos here are photos of us in America. Some of these big photos here are of our elopement, our secret little wedding we had.
Oh, that's another red flag as well.
Oh, I don't want to not like them because they seem quite sweet.
Yeah.
But there's how long? 5 minutes of this video left? I feel like it's going to turn.
Yeah, they always it just gets weirder and weirder. We're going to find out how quickly they got married, and I bet more stuff's going to come out.
During our first visit, we talked about filing the fiance visa and moving.
During the first visit, they spoke about the fiance visa. I knew that was coming.
To be fair, fair play to us, it's just getting all of our cards on the table. Look, the main reason is I just want to stay in this country and I don't mind shagging you.
That is a mad turnaround time, just being not speaking to the guy at all, and then less than a month later, it's already well, when are we getting married?
I want to know his job as well, because that where he proposed to her looked so nice, and also he's got all this money to fly over.
Yeah, just 15 grand in disposable cash to just spend on going to find it. And he looks quite young as well.
Yeah, I know.
Part of the process, we have 90 days to get married from our arrival into the U.S. We did a secret elopement, the two of us. That was June. And then just this past Sunday, we had a wedding with my family.
It's a lot of pressure though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure.
90 days to decide.
That's the thing, the 90-day fiancé people, they always do it wrong. It's you should already know 100% that you love the other person, want to marry them. I mean, no one can ever know 100%, but you want to get to the point where you're I'm sure this is what I want to do. And then you've just got 90 days to organise a wedding. But so many of them use that 90 days to bring the partner over and then figure it out. And it's just always way too much of a rush.
Car crash.
This is my elopement dress. It's so cutesy.
Oh my
Mom
goodness.
and I.
She definitely spends too much time on TikTok, doesn't she?
Yeah, Pookie's gonna love it.
So cutesy, so demure.
This one is pretty classy.
I thought you looked beautiful. We're looking to get a third pretty soon when we set up our big, more traditional wedding in the Philippines.
Oh, that's quite sweet. They're going back for a wedding for her family.
Has this got a really sinister ending? Because it's actually quite nice. Is it she eventually killed him in his sleep?
You just never know.
When you got off the plane and you were waiting for him and you saw him, you were just so excited.
Oh.
I was in tears and it was just so genuine.
Have you like made me react to this video trying to make us cry.
It is quite sweet, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is quite often the case with these people. I feel like in 90 Day Fiance, they tend to go way more for nutcases, whereas the Love Don't Judge often have an angle of like, there is plenty of like weird stuff and red flags, but actually, maybe it's not too bad, you know?
Yeah.
Then again, there's more to come.
You never know.
I know you're both on social media. I am a little curious, like, what do other people say?
So we'll
Oh,
be-
never ask that, love.
Yeah, also, I would be checking straight away. If I knew that one of my family members had one of these and they're like a controversial social media thing, I'd just be checking the comments straight away out of curiosity.
I'll be adding to them on like an alt account.
Saying what?
Yeah, I don't agree with these two. They're two pillocks.
Yeah. Also, remember your mum's birthday's next Thursday. Don't forget to send a card. Maybe something more thoughtful than cash this time.
Stephanie's the mastermind behind all of our content.
The comments that we get online are kind of like, you could not find someone in US.
That's brutal. That's what we said at the start.
Yeah, it is. Is it? It is kind of true, a little bit.
It is. I think no matter like how the relationship comes about, there always just is going to be that kind of stigma.
Yeah, I know.
If you're an American partner with a Filipino partner and you met online, like so much of the internet is always going to have that as an instant judge.
It's a little bit like, can you remember in school where, like, say there was a 15-year-old girl who was in like year 10 and she had a boyfriend who was outside of school, and like people who were in year 10 thought that was really cool, but really when you get older you're like, why did someone who was out of school have gone out with someone in school?
Yeah.
Just because they couldn't get people their own age.
Yeah.
It's a bit like that.
Or when it was in school but one of them was a teacher. You're like, come on now.
She gonna milk your money dry, boy.
Yeah. Did
I
you
want to
pay
find
for
out his
this
money
one?
sitch.
Bro
Same.
imported a slave. He found a housekeeper and maid.
Imagine wanting to become a slave.
This is the result of colonization.
Oh my goodness, that's such an online moment, isn't it?
We'll probably get more comments that say, I'm punching up, so she's too beautiful for me.
Yeah, you know the top comment is just like, how's he done that then?
Yeah, should we actually have a look?
Oh my god, yes.
Let's have a look at the end and see what the comments are saying now. Because sometimes after this, I wonder if they just get a bunch of fans if it goes nicely.
Maybe, or it goes the like even more 10 times worse.
Yeah, because this draws attention to it and everyone's like, I saw your Love Don't Judge video. You turned out to be a freak. The comments were right.
In the Philippines, I did not reach the standard beauty that, everyone wants.
What? That's quite surprising. I think she's very pretty.
Yeah, what does she mean? Just like no bloke in the Philippines wanted her?
Maybe there's just different beauty standards here and there. Weird.
She'll get comments about her darker skin as though it's a bad thing, and her
my
flat
nose.
nose, which I think is so cute.
That is mad, because here, like the number of people, like everyone here wants to get darker. Like if you're, like everyone's constantly tanning and fake tanning and there, like the darker your skin, it's strange.
Even like the fact that he's saying like a flat nose, like why, what's wrong with that? Like it's so weird.
Yeah, I'm sure the skin thing comes from like this judgment of like social class.
Really?
If it's like some other countries that I've read about, they sort of think that the people with the darker skin are more likely to be a lower social class because they're working outside in the sun, whereas the like richer people like that have money are like inside working in the shade during the day or not working at all but in the shade, so like typically have lighter skin.
Whenever I do a video with you, I always learn something new.
There you go.
But you should have chosen a prettier one, dude.
What?
We brush off most of the hate comments and try not to reply to too many, but
Wait, so they do reply to some?
I love it when you see people getting bantered in TikTok conversation and the creators replied. It makes such a big difference to how people view you as well, because like if you take it really seriously or like have an insult back, it can just never look good.
That's what they say about YouTubers. It's like a lot of the huge YouTubers only get cancelled for the way that they respond.
Yeah, that's true.
You know as well, if you do respond, you're just feeding into it. So you know, like the viewers know they can wind you up. If they can like press the right buttons, you just need to ignore it.
Yeah, that's why in that video that I did on like the like looks maxing thing, I was like, I have to just take it on the chin when the guy like ends up reeling out all of my insecurities, because I was like, if I'm sitting there and I'm going, no, I actually disagree, I think I'm way better looking than this or whatever, you just come like across like such a dick. Also, I feel like it's such British humour to be self-deprecating. Like so much of our humour is like roasting ourselves.
Definitely.
It just seems almost like weird when people take themselves too seriously.
I think, yeah, that's totally different to America, where everything things like bigging yourself up, like kind of like being like a bad bitch or whatever. Whereas in the UK, like for some reason we all find comfort in kind of putting yourself down and hoping that other people praise you, like bring you back up. It's weird.
It just makes you more relatable, just being like, I'm a person with flaws and they're funny, rather than like, I'm the best ever.
Apart from us, we don't have any flaws, obviously, but you know that.
Yeah, come on. That's not what the Looks Maxim's man said, though.
It doesn't matter about him.
Any type of interaction helps us go viral, so we don't mind it.
1,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Nah, I remember that trend. Also, it never made sense to me as like a content creator strategy to like invoke people disagreeing with you and like having people look down on you and like just almost like stirring up hatred.
I know, like there's this British TikToker who's like huge. Like he always says the only way to grow is to make people hate you, and I'm like, no, it's not. That's the quick way to grow. That's the way if you want to blow up like instantly. Like you can take time and make good content, and people will eventually find you. That is like another method to do this.
Yeah, and there's no longevity in it as well, because people will be like, first of all, brands won't touch you because they're like, why would we get you to push our product when no one likes you? But also like it like wears off the like novelty of like, oh, it's this person, we'll roast them for this.
Exactly. There's only so many times you can call someone like ugly before it's like, let's move on to the next person.
Yeah, before being like, oh, they're a gold digger, and it's like once you've seen it a million times, it's not fun anymore.
No.
Get the longevity from just being like someone that people want to hang out with.
Yeah.
I think that literally is like the basics of it.
Exactly.
6, 7, 8. 7, 8. 8.
Pulling out the fucking wallet as well, just being like, they know exactly what they're doing. And like, I actually can't think of anyone who's like been around for like years and years and years and just lives off this hype for this kind of stuff. Like every year or two there's just someone different.
Yeah, I guess like, but then some people like Andrew Tate, don't they?
Yeah, but he also does try to like appeal to a small number of people.
Yeah, that's true.
Like he'll try to appeal to the like alpha motivational, that type of like corner of the internet, whereas this, I don't think this appeals to anyone.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, so other than maybe you and your Filipino fiance.
What's she doing here, pegging him? Oh no. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Hate her like a champ.
Yeah, this is where we find out that there's like an OnlyFans thing as well, and they do something even spicier, because that's such an easy one. Like if they're like, oh, the views are getting down a bit, so many people are like, I'll release an OnlyFans and start pushing content for that, and that, you know, that might work short term, because the money people make on OnlyFans these days is mental. Like you can have 1,000 haters that hate buy your OnlyFans for like 10 quid a month, and all of a sudden you're making 10 grand a month.
I need to convince Chloe to do this shit.
Oh my goodness.
No, that would be awful.
I've thought about doing like one of those like halfway houses, but like doing it for like, you see people do it, that they call like they bait people in with BTS. So you could just be like, oh, I'm going to post like me learning my piano, or like going to the gym and like doing gym routines, where it's like, people buy it out of curiosity because it's paywalled, but there's nothing interesting behind it. But like, I feel like 99% of people would just assume that it's like nude content and be like, right, well, you've taken a weird career direction.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I thought you said you were going to do like halfway houses, like, you know, just bit of some feet pics.
Feet and boxes with a bulge type stuff. But that's what everyone would be assuming the second I started putting on my story. Like, subscribe to my... Trying to think what they're called.
Sure, yeah.
There's loads of them now, aren't there? They're like Fansly or Housely and that kind of stuff.
He'd know.
Yeah, I do. More than my rent coming out of my bank account every month at the moment.
Sometimes we play into a bit of our hate comments. If she's only with me for money, or she's going to take all my money and then leave me. Sometimes we play into it a little bit and get interaction that way.
To be fair as well, she was saying he's got a massive house. I really hope they tell us about the money, because looking at it and thinking about it, if she's like, oh, I'm so surprised that I had so much work to do cleaning. Interesting.
There's a misconception that everyone from all over the world wants to come to America, and in reality, that's not always the case.
Yeah, you just keep telling yourself that.
Yeah, there's definitely it is a funny one as well, because you go to America and like, what is it, like 80% of the population there, roughly, I think it is, like wouldn't be able to afford a $500 setback.
Really?
And it's like so many countries across the world have this kind of like land of opportunity and stuff like this, and then come over and like, actually there are so many people living in poverty that you just...
It's not what it's made out to be, yeah.
Yeah, it's not what it's made out to be. It's a big thing in 90 Day Fiance, of course, as well, because like you get the foreign partner coming over and being like, oh, I might have to be with someone I'm not attracted to, but like I'll be financially provided for, and like that's the risk I'm willing to take, and that's the deal for me. But then they end up like having loads of financial problems in the US, and you get the American partner so often, like it is not everyone around here like has an unlimited amount of cash to like buy you nice things and take you on holiday and stuff. And yeah, so many people get hit with a real reality check.
I imagine it's a bit like that with London. Like from Americans, they're probably like, oh my God, that place looks so posh and so nice and whatever. And then when you actually live in London, like we both have, you realise like it's actually so expensive and not many people actually have money.
Yeah, I mean, so many places in the world actually. You get the Paris syndrome. Have you heard of that?
No.
When like tourists go to Paris and they're so shocked by like how dirty it is and all this kind of stuff.
I've heard people say that, yeah, and like pickpockets and everything like that.
Yeah.
That's one thing I have to praise Sunderland for. Like they're just like, they know they're a shithole and they're not trying to be anything else. Like you go there knowing that it's bad. You can't expect to come out with your wallet.
Yeah, there's no Sunderland syndrome. But yeah, it says, listen to this. This is an entire Wikipedia article. Paris syndrome is a cluster of psychiatric symptoms exhibited by some individuals when visiting Paris that can be viewed as a severe form of culture shock.
Oh my Lord.
While the syndrome has been particularly noted among Japanese tourists, perhaps due to the way Paris has been idealized in Japanese culture, the syndrome has also affected travelers from countries such as China and South Korea. But it fully says that they like go into delusional states, get dizzy, sweat, and sometimes even vomit. Isn't that mental? Like it's such a shock how different it is in real life.
Are they seeing like a packet of Lay's on the floor and then instantly just projectile vomiting?
I have no idea.
How did you know that off the top of your head?
I've just heard about it before. Yeah, disappointment that the city is not as beautiful or enchanting as you'd expect it to be. But I've got a friend who's moved to Paris, and I was like, because I went there when I was interrailing, and I was like, damn, it's so different to what I expected. And they were like, you've got to speak to someone who knows the places to go.
Right, yeah. Not just like the stereotypical kind of touristy bits.
Yeah, exactly.
I always wanted to work abroad, but never United States. It's never on my list. I told Evan before, like, if only he can just move to the Philippines with me, I would love that. But he's too young to move.
I can't retire yet.
Retire from what? Tell us. Also, that's such a good shout. Like, what was it we were talking about when... Oh, no, I remember telling you one of the people moved to Slough in one of the 90 Day Fiance UK ones.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, why, when you compare them both? Like, you look at the photos of them on holiday in the Philippines and then look at their house in Slough and it's like, it's not worth it.
It's just so grey.
Yeah.
Of course I miss the Philippines. I always miss the Philippines.
Would you move abroad?
Yeah, definitely. I always think like is it Indonesia that kind of like their government said for social media creators, you can come and it's like 0% tax for like 5 years or something.
What? Really?
Let me have a look and make sure this is true.
So is there just like in Indonesia, is there like an influencer city?
I think so.
Oh my God, that sounds like hell. I need to go there. That's a fantastic video. You're just going into Asda, just paying for your stuff. Oh, here's me link in bio. Don't worry. Thank you very much. I'll have that for free.
Yeah, okay. This was back in June 2022. Bali offers a tax-free status to anyone who moves there to permanently work from home, digital nomad visa. So I remember that coming up, and that was like obviously earlier on in YouTube, and I was like, if it gets to the point where I can't afford to live in London or in the UK anymore because YouTube doesn't continue paying the bills, I was like, rather than like going back to a normal job, I was like, I could genuinely see myself moving somewhere absolutely stunning. Because obviously like you just, if you're earning less, like the cost of living's lower and it's 0% tax.
I could imagine you on the beach, just kind of like strolling in Bali, just like...
Yeah, that's the thing that tempts me, just like being able to finish recording and then just go outside and just have like a dip in a pool, or like head down to the beach and go for a quick swim.
But then you'd never be able to collab with like Wrotetoshaw and Theo Baker ever again.
I know. I'd never
be able to do that.
I'd never be able to embarrass myself with a free kick challenge in a chrismd video again. So I'd have to wait for everyone to like wife up and then go off and do their own thing.
I think I would move to America, you know.
Would you?
Yeah, I think I would. I don't know why. The only thing is I would just be scared to have children there because of the known issues in schools.
Oh yeah.
But I think I would, like if I was given the opportunity.
Yeah, I think genuinely gun crime freaks me out a lot. I think it's that culture thing is so different. I bet there'll be Americans being like, you guys are idiots, it's nowhere near as bad as it's made out to be in England.
Yeah,
that puts me off, because I was thinking when I covered Big Ed, he lives in San Diego in California, and like he in season 1 as just like a photographer was living in this sweet house where like it wasn't massive or anything, but every night he'd go into his backyard. It'd be hot and sunny during the day, and at night he'd go into this backyard, hop in his hot tub, have a glass of wine, and there's like really nicely lit garden. And I was like, that seems like such a chill life compared with here where it's like rainy like 80% of the time.
How did he become such an arsehole when he has such a chill life?
I know. Oh, goodness knows. Nature or nurture, who knows with him.
She had a few friends that were a little skeptical if I was real. She had some family members that thought maybe I was too young.
Oh, I wonder if there's stuff the other way around where like people from the Philippines get scammed by Americans that are not who they claim to be.
Yeah.
Because obviously we see it from this side, because like our production crews and stuff are like, I say ours, but like it's more, I guess, a general West thing. But like we watch Western TV where like the cameras are set up in America and it's like, oh, follow this guy as he goes to meet this person. Are they going to get catfished? But yeah, I wonder if it's the thing the other way around.
And the narrative of like every American TV show always favours the American person as the one that's like not the needy one.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. So especially on 90 Day Fiance, like there's so much focus on like the foreign person maybe being a scammer or all this kind of stuff, but like not much criticism going the other way on the American of like, if they're using you for a money or green card, you're technically just offering money or a green card in exchange for looks, because you've only known them a short amount of time as well, and you don't love them either.
Exactly, it goes both ways, but like for some reason the narrative is never that way.
Yeah, it's always so biased.
Even though, you know, I'm 4.5 years older.
I just wanted to tell you, Evan, how, happy I am with your choice.
Are they going to play tennis or what?
I think you're really good for Evan.
Let's play tennis.
Finally! Canal, 9 minutes in, it's all I've been here for.
She's gotten me out of my shell. Usually I'm introverted and she's the extrovert, but she's helped me, be more social and enjoy life.
They are so often as well, like they just fit the exact same stereotype, don't they? Always the American side of like these sneaky, nerdy, lurking on Reddit 24/7 type individuals.
Crypto mining kind of like late 20s.
Because I feel like people wouldn't question it as much if he was like a conventionally attractive, conventionally socially great, because people were like, oh, you could have got anyone like, and you just ended up with someone from the Philippines.
Yeah.
But when it's like one of these types of people, I feel like it's a bit, they can get pigeonholed perhaps unfairly.
Definitely.
Or perhaps not unfairly. Maybe we are just completely right.
Evan changed my life in a lot of ways also. I mean, aside from him bringing me here, that really changed my whole life.
Oh, I wish they had played the karaoke. Have you seen this? Everyone on TikTok has clocked the fact that like everyone is insanely good at singing in the Philippines.
Really?
Like, do you ever get these like random clips that just like show up on your timeline of like someone in the Philippines like singing, and they're like, it's a dude, and they somehow sound like a deeper version of Adele. all the like British people are like, sign them up, get this guy a record deal, and loads of Filipino people in the replies are like, bro, honestly, like half the people here can sing that well. Have you not come across it?
Nah.
Honestly, when we finish this video, go on the like Filipino karaoke TikTok. It will blow your mind.
How did you get on Filipino karaoke TikTok? That's so niche.
I have no idea. This is one of those gems that the For You page has delivered me.
Wow.
Gave me a bit of cultural appreciation.
Yeah.
This is going to be really embarrassing when it does cut to her karaoke singing. They unmute it. And it's absolutely shit.
Even if I look so bad waking up, you're so beautiful.
Oh, cringe. We don't want to hear it. Give us more hate comments.
Oh God, what happened to the slave comment?
Whoa, that out of context is crazy.
Yeah.
For people that judge us, we just say stay tuned.
Yeah, boring. Let's find some hate comments. Let's find their socials. It ended too wholesome as well. We can't keep doing this.
We want to see demons.
Maybe we need to start just watching 90 Day Fiancé together.
Maybe, mate. Maybe like the unaired episodes where like someone comes over and gets like chopped up and put in the fridge.
Oh my God.
Something's not right upstairs.
All right, final segment. Let's see what's meaner, the Instagram comment section or the TikTok comment section. All right, let's check TikTok first. 4.7 mil. POV interracial couple at the beach.
What are you doing? Got to keep the tan up. It's not a skin color, it's a lifestyle, Brian. So you wouldn't know that because you're white as a ghost. You're haunting this house with your whiteness, Brian.
Oh my goodness, I 100% saw this TikTok.
Did you?
This actually unironically came up on my For You page.
That's actually quite funny.
This is the best use of this sound. No, see, no hatred.
Oh,
that's an objectively funny post.
What have we become? Nice people? Oh my God, you're so lucky you have him.
What is this? I'm telling you, TikTok is nicer than Instagram these days.
The fact is, I'm not even a hater. Like, I don't even know. I just want to see a funny comment.
It's all too wholesome. Okay, now time for Instagram. Let's see what they say.
Maybe it's we're the bad ones. Like, have you ever had them TikToks where, like, you go on it expecting the comments to be horrible and they're actually really nice, and you're like, oh, maybe I'm the problem?
Yeah, you expect to see them get cooked and you're like, oh, everyone is a much nicer person than I am. What the hell? You did a great job. Looks amazing. Okay, the meanest comment we've seen this entire time is, damn, bro, never seen anyone hold a fork like that. That is a weird way of holding a fork, to be fair. Right, hater comments right. 1-0 haters.
Oh yeah, why is he holding it like that?
How was that the meanest comment that we could see?
Do you know why? Because there wasn't really that many red flags in it. They got married a bit quickly.
But they were speaking about, they did a massive segment on all the hate comments they get.
Oh yeah. That might have been the only 4 hate comments they got. And then when they said they reply to a couple, it's probably only 2.
What the hell? Oh, that's mocking the dancing, isn't it?
Okay, we've got a hate comment. First hate comment. This is going to get so bad. Totally different energies, these two. Oh my god, Jay, stop hating. Why are you hating?
This is me on the dance floor with an extrovert. Like, Arthur Hill is sick at dancing and he's very confident. So he's in there busting moves. I have to be absolutely battered to throw out a dance move on the dance floor.
Yeah, I'm so awkward. Like, I need to be holding a drink even if I've finished it. I need to, like, hold it so that my hands are doing something.
They're doing something. Actually, it's so embarrassing. I speak about it because I kind of love it. But did you see the Coyote Ugly, Camden, like, getting me on their Instagram story, like, dancing with Bach and George and Arthur? And I do a little, like, spin and, like, tap on the nose and then slut drop, and I was just out of my mind, and I was like, brilliant, that's immortalized on the internet, I might as well just embrace it now. But I'd worry that would happen, like you're out with like your mates and stuff and everyone's dancing and you're not, and you just get snapped, packed, and everyone's like, oh, they're so boring.
Yeah.
Compared with everyone else, and you're like, oh, brilliant.
Whereas inside you're just actually dying.
Here we go. She's got nice shape. Face is so. People are really mean about her looks. I thought she was so pretty. May this marriage last forever. The internet is too nice.
Yeah, we need to start bringing back some hate comments, guys. We need to really like brush up on what kind of hate.
Even the comments on YouTube had changed the title. He didn't purchase her for 20k. He got to know her and then paid for the travelling. That is true as well.
That is very true. We got clickbaited.
We really did. We got baited big time.
Yeah, love don't judge. Shame on you.
Well, tell you what, smash subscribe on this video, and if enough of you subscribe from this video, we'll watch one that has a really good twist and a sick ending, and we'll bring out the biggest haters we could possibly be.
Yes. Oh.
But that is unfortunately the end. A nice wholesome end, which sometimes is actually quite nice.
Very nice, mate.
And on that wholesome note, thank you for joining my sweet wholesome friend. Everyone go check out Cam Kirkham's stuff. It's all going to be in the description down below.
Why did I just do... I'm so awkward. I don't know what to do. I'm not going to look at the camera anymore.
They're no longer going to come check your channel out because that was a massive ick. Retention's gone. Bye.